Welcome to this KV-4 replay here on Lakeville, and yeah, I'm in the KV-4 actually because I thought I'd pick this one up again. I'm on the heavy tank, or I was on the heavy tank 12 mission actually, to block your own HP in damage, and I've always found the KV-4 to be really good for this because you've got, well, you don't have the highest. I'm sorry, I'm typing here and actually driving into this guy. But I found that this tank is pretty good for that because you've only got 1700 HP, but you've got pretty effective armor if you play this tank right. So bouncing your own HP and damage is not actually that difficult. Tanks like, for instance, the Mouse, while having a lot better armor, they also have a shit ton of HP, so you need to bounce atrocious amounts of damage to actually get that mission complete. And the KV-4 I found is much better for that. And it does have weak spots, but the weak spots are a lot less pronounced, I feel, than on tanks like the VK. The VK has got the cupola weak spot and a lower plate, whereas the KV-4, if you play it properly, really only has the cupola weak spot. I'm bounced into this Ice 3, unfortunately messing up his shot a little bit, but we need to get into the city. That's the biggest mistake that teams on this map and side make, is that as soon as something is spotted in the middle, they all stop and they give the enemy complete control of the city, and then you already are quite behind actually if you have to then fight to get back to city. So I'm saying move into the town heavies, and I'm just going to press W and keep going. And the KV-4 is, I really like it, and it's a super heavy but balanced to the old standard. It requires skill to play properly. You can't expect to just bounce shots because your weak spots have more armor than most same tier guns have penetration. You need to play this thing good if you want to actually bounce shots, and that's why I like the KV-4. It actually requires skill to play, unlike the tanks like the Mouse nowadays, the VK, the Defender, where every tomato can just bounce damage because the armor overcompensates for their flaws in gameplay. So track this guy, take him out, and now we're just going to go forward. We've got 3 enemy tanks here, and all we need to do is actually make sure that we park this tank at a roughly 45-degree angle towards the enemy, and the turret slightly less of an angle, around 40. And then it should all be good. I over-angled there just a little bit, and then you can actually penetrate the rest. But here we can see we're pretty perfectly angled, and this Carnarvon, unless he loads premium ammo, has no chance of going through. So we kill that Carnarvon, and we kill him in a perfect way, because he's basically, the underside of his tank allows me shots into this Patriot, and I'm just going to stand here and bounce shots. The other Carnarvon is shooting me from the middle, but again, unless he really knows where to shoot. And as you can see, between every shot I angle my turret, and that is because if you angle your turret at 45 degrees you create weak spots again. So you need to angle the turret slightly less compared to the hull, or point it at the enemy basically, which also tends to work if they're stupid. But yeah, we're just bouncing shots. So you had 2.4k bounced already. And now this AT-15 is starting to shoot premium ammo. I'm just trying to find a shot on this guy, because he needs to die first. Now we pull back just slightly, and then we press W again, and we re-angle for the AT-15 shooting premium ammo, and we absorb that shot. So yeah, we're just continuing on. That bad shot there is hiding instead of running away. I've got no clue why. I'm not repairing my tracks, even though I've got a repair kit, because the repair kit is for when your gun gets damaged. I mean, the KV-4 gets tracked all the time. No premium ammo needed. We know the weak spot of that guy, and now it's just his bad shot. He tracks me. I do repair that one because I couldn't get the gun depression to actually shoot this guy, and I want to shoot him. He rams me for some reason, tracks me, but yeah, my not happening buddy. So take him out as well. 6 kills, 3.5k damage done, 3.3k damage blocked, and this is why I'm saying if you play this tank right, it's still a good heavy tank. It requires skill to play properly. It doesn't compensate for bad play like all of the newer super heavies do. There's no artificial weak spot armor that is has more armor than the same tier penetration of standard ammo on the tier. Obviously against premium ammo this tank will still do relatively badly even when angled, because premium ammo is completely balanced in this game. But this thing is not invulnerable. If you under angle this tank, the lower front plate is a weak spot. If you over angle it, the engine is and the track will become a weak spot. So it just requires skill, and it's actually really nice to play, and it's a good tank to learn how to properly angle in this game. That's one of the things I can really recommend people to do, is play the KV-4. It will teach you how to properly angle your tank and how to get the most out of your armor, unlike tanks like the Defender and the Mouse, who just compensate for your flaws in gameplay. So yeah, we're never going to catch this TD alive. The whole team is swarming him, so we're just driving up this hill looking pretty, and that was the game. So yeah, let's take a look at the results. So here we go, Ace Tanker and Top Gun and a whole bunch of ribbons. Demolition Expert, I don't really know what that one is for actually. Where is it for? Destroy one goes in. Oh, ammunition rack. Oh, who did we ammo rack? Can't even remember. Was it the Carnival? Oh, you can't actually see here. Okay, yeah, I ammo racked someone. Yay! So 3.5k damage, 1358 basic speed. The enemy object 252 actually also got 1354 basic speed, and he actually got the high caliber, I think. Yeah, because he did slightly more damage than me. He went to the pass, so yeah, did quite alright there actually. So in the end, 17 shots fired, 16 hits, 13 penetration. We didn't fire any premium ammo, so he actually made a profit. 3.5k damage done, 3.3k damage blocked by armor. Hardly any spotting damage. For a short match, this was actually quite a nice result. And yeah, I still really like the KV-4. It's a good tank. It's a solid tank, and it requires skill to play. So if you like what you saw, try the KV-4 out and let me know what you think. And if you like the replay, feel free to rate it, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.